Welcome back to the Days of Our Lives channel. Today we will delve deeper into the riveting drama unfolding in the Friday, July 18th episode, where Sophia's intricate plot thickens and the desperate quest to locate the missing Holly and Ari takes center stage. This chapter brims with edge-of-your-seat suspense as Sean and Rafe spearhead the rescue mission, potentially bolstered by the sharp insights of Kat and Felicity. On a more personal note, we see Xander offering solace to a heartbroken Gabby, whose fears for her daughter cast a shadow over her every moment. Join us as we unpack these compelling storylines with fresh perspectives and expanded details that bring the Salem saga to vivid life. The high-stakes hunt unravels with twists and turns. The episode opens on a tense note with Doug 3, embodied by the talented Peyton Meyer, trapped in a web of helplessness as he navigates a dangerous encounter with a ruthless thug who calls all the shots. In a dimly lit backroom of an old Salem warehouse, surrounded by crates of forgotten merchandise and the faint echo of dripping water, Doug hands over the ransom money supplied by Tate, played with youthful intensity by Leo Howard. Without a single clue as to the precise hiding spot of Holly, portrayed by Ashley Puzimis with her signature blend of vulnerability and spirit, and Ari, brought to the screen by Marissa Reyes, the air thickens with uncertainty as the deal teeters on the edge, only to shatter when Rafe, the steadfast detective played by Galen Gehring, bursts in with impeccable timing, sabotaging the exchange and sending the thugs scrambling into the shadowy streets. Doug's paralysis in this critical juncture, failing to give chase or even whisper a word of the unfolding crisis to Rafe, adds a layer of frustration, forcing Tate to leap into action, his voice urgent as he relays the vital details that could turn the tide. Luck, however, favors the persistent, and Rafe's relentless pursuit pays off as he corners the loan shark's burly henchman in a narrow alleyway lined with overflowing dumpsters and flickering streetlights. Hauling the suspect back to the stark confines of the Salem police station, Rafe launches into an intense interrogation, but the man remains a fortress of silence, his lips sealed tighter than a vault, offering no hints about his shadowy boss or the captive's location. The room hums with tension, the clock ticking audibly as officers pace outside, underscoring the high stakes of this impasse. Undeterred, Rafe pivots to a clever strategy, tapping into resources beyond traditional policing to break through the wall of secrecy. This is where Kat, skillfully enacted by Annalyn McCord, steps into the spotlight with her unparalleled analytical talents. Enlisted by Rafe in a hurried consultation amid stacks of case files and glowing computer screens, Kat examines the incriminating photo the thug had snapped and sent to Doug. A grainy image revealing subtle clues like a weathered billboard in the background and the outline of industrial smokestacks. Employing advanced software to enhance the details, she cross-references satellite imagery and local landmarks, pinpointing the girl's probable location to a derelict factory on the edge of Salem's industrial zone, where rusting machinery and overgrown weeds create a labyrinthine hideout. Her breakthrough not only reinvigorates the search, but also highlights the evolving role of technology in modern investigations, transforming a single snapshot into a roadmap for rescue. In a parallel thread of discovery, Felicity, charmingly portrayed by Kennedy Garcia, uncovers a pivotal artifact during her routine duties as a counselor at the vibrant gymnastics camp set against the backdrop of Salem's rolling hills and sun-dappled fields. While patrolling the perimeter after a lively session of flips and tumbles, she spots Holly's elegant silver ring, engraved with a delicate floral pattern, nestled in the dirt of a secluded alleyway bordered by chain-link fences and wildflowers. Recognizing its significance from whispered camp gossip, Felicity rushes it to Tate, describing the exact spot in meticulous detail. A patch of ground marred by fresh footprints and scattered pebbles, hinting at a frantic escape attempt or a struggle in the dim twilight. This find ignites Tate's resolve, painting a more complete picture of the abduction's chaos and potentially tying it to broader criminal undercurrents in Salem, such as underground loan operations that have plagued the town for years. As the narrative builds, viewers are left pondering the race against time. Will Tate, fueled by personal stakes and this tangible lead, arrive first at the scene, navigating hidden paths and dodging potential dangers? Or will the coordinated efforts of the police, armed with Kat's precise coordinates, claim the victory in a dramatic showdown? Adding an extra dash of intrigue is the possibility that Holly and Ari, drawing on their inner strength and quick wits, could orchestrate their own liberation. Perhaps by fashioning a makeshift tool from a discarded wire or bottle cap found in their makeshift prison, timing their breakout with the changing of guards or a momentary distraction like a distant siren. Navigating heartache with bonds of support and resilience. Shifting gears to the emotional core of the episode, Gabby, vividly interpreted by Sherry Jimenez, battles her inner turmoil over her daughter's disappearance yet musters the strength to appear at the polished headquarters of Titan DiMera. The bustling office environment, with its sleek glass walls reflecting the morning light and the hum of printers in the background, serves as her temporary refuge from the storm of worry raging within. Meanwhile, Xander, masterfully played by Paul Telfer, arrives with his young daughter Victoria in tow, transforming a corner of his workspace into a cozy haven complete with a portable crib, stuffed animals, and a playlist of soothing lullabies to keep her content amid the corporate hustle. The moment Gabby opens up to Xander about Ari's vanishing, her voice trembling as she recounts the sleepless nights and endless calls to authorities, he responds with a depth of compassion that reveals new facets of his character. In the quiet sanctuary of a sunlit conference room adorned with abstract art and fresh flowers, Xander gently probes why she's chosen to immerse herself in work, suggesting she retreat to the warmth of her home, perhaps curling up with a favorite blanket and the comforting presence of loved ones to ease her mind. But Gabby, ever resilient, articulates her philosophy with conviction. Lingering at home would only magnify her anguish, feeding into cycles of despair with every unanswered phone ring. Instead, diving into professional responsibilities, like analyzing market trends or negotiating key partnerships, offers a constructive outlet, channeling her energy into productivity and warding off the paralysis of fear. Elevating his support, Xander takes a bold step by publicly offering a generous reward for any credible information leading to Ari's safe recovery, leveraging Titan DiMera's resources to spread the word via press releases, online forums, and even targeted ads on social platforms that reach far beyond Salem's borders. This initiative not only amplifies the search but also demonstrates Xander's commitment to community and redemption, drawing from his own past experiences with loss to empathize deeply. Gabby, overwhelmed by this outpouring, voices her heartfelt thanks, appreciating not just the practical help but the consistent kindness Xander has shown, from small gestures like sharing coffee breaks to these grand acts of solidarity. Their interaction peaks in a warm, lingering hug that conveys unspoken understanding, set against the backdrop of the office's panoramic windows overlooking the bustling town square. Through these scenes, the show masterfully explores the growing rapport between Gabby and Xander, blending elements of friendship, empathy, and subtle chemistry that could blossom into something more profound. It's a refreshing dynamic in the tapestry of Salem's relationships, prompting us to wonder, after witnessing these tender exchanges, do you see romantic potential for this duo? Or is it purely platonic support in times of crisis? We'd love to hear your take on this episode's developments and the broader arcs in Days of Our Lives. Drop your thoughts in the comments section below, and let's keep the conversation going.